Hello, everyone, and welcome to another special presentation of the Let's Go Off-World podcast. This is Allegiance Quest, where I, Joe G, am the Dungeon Master and run a Legions-themed Dungeons and Dragons quest for my wonderful party of adventurers. Um, it's been a little while, so we might be a bit rusty.
We were rusty before.
Yeah.
No, we're good. We're good. We're going to be good.
We are good. We are good, and we're excited to jump back in. So, does anyone have a recap for us? I forgot to ask before the episode started. Jesse,
Here we go.
if you would like to take that away, sir.
Previously on Allegiance Quest, our heroes had escaped from the caves and the orcs and made our way towards our destination of Rakshesh, which was the destination we've been searching for since the beginning of the campaign, to escort Cremone, who was Lady Belush's manservant, to deliver a ring to her daughter for her wedding. We encountered that there was problems with this ring, and all sorts of different things have come up, and including some of Graddock, our half-orc barbarian's past with his orc clan, which he was able to restore his honor, I believe, amongst them in some ways.
But not his relationship.
Well, we reunited after escaping the cave and encountering this skeletal villain called the Whisper, who wanted this cursed sword. We were able to defeat him, and he disappeared, and save our other traveling companions and heal up. And we began making our way back to Rakshesh, or onto Rakshesh. We left everybody behind except for Cremone, the manservant, to help him see the mission through and make sure it was safe for the rest of our companions to come into the city. And as we crested a hill, we saw down before us where to go. We draw close to the city, seeing a beautiful valley with a river running through it towards a walled city. There are grates still out of the river to enter the wall of the city that may have once been an old fort. There are some sort of ruins up to the, from our perspective, right side of the city, up the mountain a bit, and we see a large cemetery outside the city walls, and a hooded figure who pulls down its hood and holds up a finger to its mouth, looking at us, and shh, we hear as undead hands begin to push up out of the soil of the cemetery.
Boom, boom, boom. Just so everyone knows, I upgraded Fur.
Ooh,
So he has his
Nice.
his adamantine armor on now.
Ooh, very nice.
Mhm.
Very
La
cool.
Florian
I
cloak
forgot
there
about
too.
that. Yeah. Would you guys stop by a Gap on the way there, or what? You guys are dressed pretty sharp. So.
We keep finding stuff.
I know,
Right.
right? Just fine stuff. Yeah.
In this world, that is not a strange occurrence. So,
One other note, I may start playing around with a voice since y'all were doing such a great job. I felt like I ought to give it a whirl. So if I may come in and out of it and just play around with it a bit, but we'll see how it goes.
What are you going for? Australian?
No
New Zealand?
accent, just more of a deeper sort of
There you go.
not a
of a bold voice.
gravelly Graddock, just more of a kind of a hello. My name is Fur.
Channel your inner moo cow.
There you go.
yeah, I was going to say, I'll be disappointed if you don't moo on occasion.
We throw a little Alabama in there.
All right.
right.
One
You're
quick
doing the
question:
wrong
have we checked out the Eye of Erethyr that we put in the bag? Do we know what that is?
Yes-ish.
We know
Okay.
that
We haven't played with it, but like we do know what it is. It's a portal to a demon world, but we don't know what that means or how it works. Right? Okay.
Not exactly, but it would
All right.
it would stand to reason that they were going to use that to breach the barrier between the prime material plane and wherever the demons of Erethyr are imprisoned.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Really?
Portal go boom, Curtis. Portal go boom.
Too medical, too metaphysical.
Yeah.
All right.
So.
All right. So we see this happening, right? So
Yeah, you guys are on a hill looking down over the town. It's almost to the point where I'd call it a city. It looks like at some point in its distant past, it was probably a fort that a city grew up around, and then it has transformed. There's a river that runs down the center of this valley, but even the wall, there's a wall around the city, large gates that block the road, that you can see now. Guards are feverishly pushing closed at the sight of their very large graveyard suddenly being swarmed.
Which is outside the city.
Which is outside the city, yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
But as the undead pull themselves out of the ground and begin to take mass in the graveyard, the guards on top of the walls are shouting. The guards at the doors are trying to push the large doors closed and bar them before they have the chance to swarm into the city. It looks like there's probably going to be a fairly large battle at the gates.
So the skeletons aren't necessarily there for us. They're there to take.
Well,
over the city.
not all of them. It looks like a small contingent with the Whisper have positioned themselves in such a way that if you proceed down the hill following the road and continue to the city to attempt to aid them, that they will be able to cut you off.
Okay. Gentlemen.
I am so tired of bones.
Looks
What's the
like
plan?
Or if you want.
We're desperately outnumbered if we head straight down into the cemetery.
But we're always desperately outnumbered, and we still come out on
But
top.
this is beyond anything we've encountered thus far. We've encountered
Well, it is episode 11.
the size of the cemetery. I imagine out of character. This cemetery is massive. If it's been there for the life of this city, just right. I mean, do
Yeah.
you have any indication how many skeletons are popping out?
Obviously, you're not going to take the time to do a head count, but
But is it 50?
I mean,
is
it's
it
in the
100?
hundreds.
It's over 100.
Yeah.
Oh,
So yeah.
And most of them are at an extreme level of decomposition. So you're guessing that they've been in the ground for a very long time. So,
I mean,
but-
skeletons.
what's that?
I mean, they're skeletons. So yeah.
Right. Some of them, though, you can see a few that there's still some flesh, even if it's dried and decayed, still hanging on the bodies. But for the most part, most of them are just skeletons.
I swear to God, it's just gonna say, "Tell those freshies." So, my recommendation would be to run up the road to the right to get to the fort, get a high vantage point. Maybe we can assess the situation better from that vantage.
just
I mean, that is the prudent move.
because I don't know everybody's move sets and whatnot. Like, do we have any AoE damage that can attack like certain areas and potentially multiple targets at once amongst us?
Limited.
Yeah.
I mean, Shocking Ray and my where's my spells?
Do you still have one of those bombs, Nate?
Yeah. I got that, but like in Thunderwave, but
Dude.
it's limited. It's a few. It's not hundreds. It's not
Yeah, I'm just
something
thinking if
that's
there's
going
a
to take
lot
out
of
50
these
of
things,
them.
but they're also like very low on health. Like anything that we could do to take out multiple at once would be great. But
We can do some distance target shooting if you'd like before we move.
Yeah,
we
but,
can move and target shoot.
I mean, like I said, this is out of character. Like we would have to take turns though. So each, we would get 4 turns and they would get 100. Like that kind of sucks.
So
But they have to have ranged attacks. Like, we're a distance from them. I don't know what they have. I mean, do we see any weapons on these guys? I mean, are they coming out of the grave? Is he fortifying them with weapons? Is he
most of them are just picking up sticks, and rocks, and rusted chunks of metal from an old gate, or most of their weapons are makeshift.
So this is not an army. We're not dealing with an army. We're dealing with.
But they are.
It takes them 3 turns to get to us, or 4 turns to get to us. Like we get 16 attacks, and then they get
to make it clear though, the focus of the bulk of the army of undead is to assault the city.
Oh, okay.
They do not seem overly concerned with the 5 people standing on top.
They not heard how badass we are?
Apparently it hasn't gotten to the graveyard yet, but they're about to learn today.
So
Disappointing.
The
They
city's
don't
got
have ears.
That's true, they don't.
the city has a defensive wall. They have guards. They have.
But can
knights.
we get into the city? Is there a clear path for us to follow this road to the right and get into the fort or get near it before it's overrun? I mean, timing-wise, like, it
Well,
doesn't
there's
look
the
like
city, and then there's the fort.
they're right there.
Right.
I mean, if it's outside, they're right there and they're ready to attack. So where do we have an entrance to get into this place? They don't know we're coming, so we can't knock on the door and say, "Hey, we're not skeletons."
You could not easily get into the city right now. It looks like this is the only entrance on this side of the city.
Right.
And I mean, you could circle around and see if there's an entrance on the other side of the city, but that's going to take quite some time to travel around that way. And they've shut the doors. Even where the river goes through, there's like a metal grating set through the river so that you couldn't even swim under the wall to get through into the city.
So we're not getting in the front door. So if we flank to the right, get a better vantage point, maybe we can find
There is a road
better
that
way in.
Well, I know it's not Graddock's strong point, but we could do some target practice from a distance.
There is a road that splits off to the right from
No
the direction
offense.
that you guys are looking right now that heads up into the mountain, where there is another old fort. But that
That's
one
what I keep
looks
saying to go to. That's
that
why-
one looks dilapidated and unoccupied.
I think it's also too far away from the town to be of any use in the fight.
That's what I'm thinking.
But
is
it
my-
will give us a
is-
vantage point to look down, and maybe we can reassess the situation. Come from this vantage point, all I'm seeing are 100+ skeletons, no way into the city.
That fort is high enough up the mountain that it might take you an hour or so moving at a normal pace.
I'm of the mindset right now of one Camellia Nettlesborough, and I'm almost ready to just go at this and see what kind of damage we can do from up here without getting into a melee.
I'm ready to charge at them.
Well, of course you are. I mean, that's
What color are we surprised?
I mean, have at it, but I'll be standing up here,
So
but don't have it at you just yet. Just 1 minute. Just give us a minute. Let's all be on one page for once. Just once. Just this one time.
Good thing you admitted your statement.
Yes. Well, yeah. I'll speak more carefully next time. I know it takes a little while to get through. It's the hand.
Looking down between us and the cemetery, is there any sort of terrain or features to take a point of defense, or is it just a hill down into the valley and the river?
Don't you have like scouting abilities and stuff?
There's well, you can see everything, but it's outside of the cemetery. The ground is pretty flat.
But we're high right now, right? We're above this
Yes,
on
yes.
a hill.
But down where the city gate is, all of the trees have been cleared away. It's to make the city easier to defend. You wouldn't have a lot of obstacles out there that people could hide behind. if they were laying siege to your city. So it's mostly bare terrain between once you get within maybe a quarter mile of the city.
There's no bears.
While we're sitting here discussing this amongst ourselves, the skeletons have most of them rushed towards the city, correct?
Yes. Yeah.
Has any action started that we can see? Have the guards or knights started shooting at them from the ramparts? Or
are they like
anything
World War
that?
Z-ing this thing, and they're just like...
Well, they're not quite to that point yet. Most of them were just animated, but they are moving in force towards the city gate. You don't know how strong the gates are. If just the weight of 100 skeletons pushing could push the door open.
We need to start shooting now.
There are some
I'm a
guards
mile away.
that are
I'm a pretty
shooting
good
arrows, some
not
that are
shoot
throwing
from
rocks down. But it's going to take time for them to mobilize. This was definitely not something that they had an advanced warning on. So I'm imagining your characters would be imagining that most of the guards are probably getting their gear together so that they can make it to the walls to help in the defense.
Well, by the time, if we decide to run into this fray, by the time we get there, perhaps the city will have mobilized, and between everyone from the city and us four, sort of a pincer move, they're going to be in between us. Maybe we can do some damage. Otherwise, I'm still voting for going up to that dilapidated fort and getting a better look. If it's going to take us an hour to get there, again, the cities, they're built for defense. Maybe they can hold their own for an hour.
At this point, looking up at the dilapidated fort, you guys see a green, unholy light begin emanating from the area of that fort. It's far enough away, it's hard to make out detail, but you start to see it looks like figures marching out of the fort. As they come into clearer view, they are carrying banners that have dice on them.
Is it Pete McCarthy?
That look. No, they are much more slender. They appear to be more skeletons.
Slender.
I didn't mean that in an offensive way. I mean, skeletons are more slender than everyone. Jeez, you guys.
So we can make out the skeletons.
Eventually, it is another large force of skeletons. The banner of the dice seem to be that this is the Bone Throwers force. Mixed in with the skeleton foot soldiers. Now, these are better equipped. They have armor on, actual weapons, not just picking up whatever they can find. And you can see an occasional green-hued skeleton mixed in with them. So you're guessing there is some skeleton spellcasters mixed in with that.
And so, Joe,
Still want to go to the fort?
They came out of the fort?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I'm confused. They came out of the fort to meet the skeletons?
They're
coming out of the fort right now. So,
the old fort.
The old fort.
Mm-hmm. Where I wanted to go.
Right.
Okay.
At this point, you would assume that this is the Bone Throwers force.
Okay.
And that they're on their way to reinforce Whisper's skeleton forces that are...
We're surrounded by dead.
I wouldn't say surrounded, but...
Well,
what?
I mean, if we want to get into this, then we are.
If we look at the city, what's off to the left, Joe?
So there's a clear area that maybe stretches, I don't know, a mile before it starts going up to the mountains on that side that is mostly farm area. You see fields and a few farmhouses. Now that's the opposite side to the fort.
Right.
But it looks like mostly farm land on that side.
So our choices, does it look like by the time, if we went straight down into the cemetery, by the time we got there, would the Bone Throwers be getting there about roughly the same time?
It's going to take a while. They're going to move faster than coming down than you guys would have been going up, just because of the pitch of the road. But it'll be quite some time before they join the fight.
So clearly something is lurking in the dark. Would you say that it's close to midnight? Just wondering.
I would not, Michael.
I say we move down the hill, start picking off these skeletons trying to get into the gate, get inside, and help reinforce the city from inside and let them know about the other army coming down.
That's the best plan I've heard all day.
I cast mage armor.
Okay.
Graddock starts charging towards the cemetery.
Whoa! Let's go together. Let's go to
The army or the 100 outside the door?
The ones in shambles.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'd say that's who we go for first.
Whoa, yeah. Okay.
Cam
we go.
size
I'm gonna
does a light jog.
All
right.
I'm pulling out a crossbow. And
Okay.
I'm gonna. Are we? What are we doing here? I mean, we have surprise, or what's the deal? Are we like? Are they shocked that we're here? Or
They are.
No,
Right,
he was
the-
looking right
they've
at him.
seen us.
Whispered
Yeah,
and
they've
looking
seen
at
us.
you
Okay.
guys the whole time. Yeah.
Okay. But they're unarmed, except for sticks. So if I start firing at them with a crossbow, how do we proceed?
Well, we're a mile away, so we have to get closer.
Are we a mile away from them as well?
I'm three-quarters of a
that's
mile
what-
away.
Okay.
That's what
All
Joe
right.
said at the beginning. Yeah.
That was to
Let's-
give you guys time to assess the situation.
Let's
So,
go. We've assessed.
All right.
We're not very good at assessing.
I'm way ahead of the
We're
group at this point.
We're a little bit more action oriented, apparently.
All right. Well, the Whisper will send some of his force ahead that you guys will clash with on your way there, that you guys can easily dispatch of
Oh.
before the main battle. You know, the occasional skeleton here and there, but the main force that you're going to meet up with that's going to initiate combat will be Whisper and a group of 8 skeletons.
Wait, we don't get to kill skeletons?
Well, you do, but
Oh.
kind of like in a cutscene.
We're just
There- Shooting crossbows
Cutting
at
down
skeletons
like
from
wheat.
160 feet.
I know
is
it's not
not-
perfect, but you know.
It's not exciting for the viewership. We got to get into combat. So
okay.
I will start
All
the
right.
combat right now.
I think I should arrive way before everybody else because I was definitely
Cam
into it.
followed
just-
after you almost.
You would have, Curtis, but you had to stop to tie your shoe on the way there, and I gave everyone else a chance.
Tie your hand.
Thought it'd be
That's
like Holy Grail with Lancelot, where he's running and he's running and he's running in the distance, and all of a sudden he's there. He's like
I just
stabbing
wanted to run up the kill count.
Oh yeah, that's right.
I mean, for me, it would be a huge advantage for you to get there by yourself before the combat start. You know, before everyone else joined the combat.
not really, because I'd destroy them all, and then you'd be like, you'd have to admit that I'm the
That
best.
is
D&D player you've
exactly
ever
what
seen.
would happen.
Yeah.
Is that you would destroy them all. So
As we're running down there, I'm going to turn around and yell back up the hill. Cramone, stay put.
Thought he's back in the cave. Didn't he?
No, he
did he
came
come
with
with
us.
us?
He
or did
came
he
with
stay
us.
He
Yeah, he
did.
came with us.
Okay.
Yes.
all right. So as you guys come down the road, this is the force of skeletons that greet you.
So this is
Whisper-
the Whisper's skeletons. Okay.
Yeah. He draws the dagger, a dagger from his belt that still has dried blood on it,
Oh,
and you hear his voice. Look familiar. I'll be ending to it soon. And it's
comes
initiative.
for you, Whisper.
Wait, what the hell? Are we rolling initiative?
Right. Where am I?
Yeah,
Can I get? Can I go like over here, like somewhere up here?
You guys will have your movements after the
Okay. Okay.
after the initiative has started.
I
Okay,
don't
so we're
wanna
rolling
talk about
initiative?
my movements.
Yes, please roll initiative. Wait, that's not right. It was supposed to be like this. Here we go. There we go.
All right. I want to roll actual dice here, but
11.
All right.
10.
22.
Purr. Oof.
I don't know why it didn't show up on the screen, but it's
That's
I
really
saw
weird
yours.
because I totally
I
saw
saw
your
yours.
roll.
Well,
Me?
and
I
Trevor
saw
said-
yours, Cam. Yeah.
Trevor's didn't show up either.
Trevor said custom. It didn't. Did you click the initiative?
No, I just clicked the D20. So.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
your initiative
Oh, actually, no. You know what? I have a +1, so I'll
Yeah.
just keep that, and it's 11. So I'm 11.
11.
So do we need to roll off?
I can.
I
No,
mean-
no, I can put it in manually.
I think you need to hit the initiative. and
No,
see
but
what
two of us had 11.
Yeah, but you didn't roll anything because you didn't hit initiative. You did a different die that didn't have your.
Do you want me to
+1.
roll again?
I
It's
think
up to
you
the
should have to
DM.
roll again. But
That's up
DM.
to you, Trevor. I'm cool either way.
I'll roll again. All right, 16.
there we go.
All right.
That's what we wanted.
That.
I mean,
one
it was the
went in on
D20.
that.
I rolled the D20. I just didn't have my initiative bonus.
So, 22, 7, 11, and 16.
I think I should get an extra to initiative because I was decisive and charged towards these folks while everybody else was still talking.
That's what we call foolish.
Penalty.
Can you roll for dumbass?
I can't wait till Joe has to admit that I'm the best D&D player he's ever seen.
Let's just. Well, I don't
Can't
wanna
wait
get
till
into
strength
too
doesn't
much,
matter.
But if we weren't playing for an audience, you would learn really fast how good of a player you were. I'll put it that way. All right, and I will start the combat. Cam's up first.
All right. Cam is going to use her special Dread Ambusher, which increases my walking speed by 10. That's
Real-
the end of the turn.
Real quick, just I understand I can't like attack before anybody else, but can I have arrived there a little bit earlier to have be a little bit closer? You know, as a tank, I think it would be a little bit helpful for me to be closer.
There you go, Curtis.
All
I'll
right.
allow it.
I'll take whatever I can get. Okay.
And I'm going to attack,
The squeaky orc.
which gives me Dread Ambusher gives me a second attack or one additional weapon attack as part of my action. So I'm attacking twice. I'm just going to fire at this guy here.
Well, you got that kind of range? Holy cow!
I have
Wow.
150 foot range with my longbow.
Holy cow!
So I'm going to roll my first attack. That is a nat 20, so 28.
Sorry, Jesse. Which one were you attacking?
The top guy.
Going up.
Top. Okay,
This one.
got it.
And what's a square again?
10 feet.
5
5
feet.
feet.
Oh, 5
Oh, 5 feet? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Sorry. Misspoke. Oh, that's better. Okay.
All right. So I rolled a total of 16. So what's getting doubled?
Just the dice.
Okay, so that was 6. So that was 10. So the 10 doubles, so that's 26,
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
'Cause this is- I rolled a 4 and a 6, and then the 6 is the added. So
Okay.
10
Yep.
doubled is 20 plus 6, so 26 damage to that guy.
Okay, he will die.
Okay. Then with that dread ambusher, I get to do a second attack
Okay.
as part of
Updating the
that
kill count.
special. What? Okay.
Updated the kill
I'm gonna
count.
shoot. I'm gonna shoot at that guy. The opposite one, far bottom.
Okay.
Rolling to attack. That is a 22 to hit.
Nice.
Hits.
Okay. 7.
All right.
All right, Joe, point of order.
Okay.
The last one, it doubled my d8s, so it was 10 plus it was only 16 damage to that skeleton.
That still would have
The
killed.
first one. Okay. I do get to add, if you take the attack action on that turn, you can make one additional weapon attack as part of the action, dealing an extra 1d8 damage of the weapon's damage type on a hit.
Okay.
Wait, that doesn't make sense. Oh, if you take the attack.
Sounds like you get to roll an extra 1d8.
Is that how you hear that, Joe?
Read it one more time, just to be sure, please.
If you take the attack action on that turn, my first turn,
Right.
using Dread Ambusher, you can make one additional weapon attack as part of that action,
Mm-hmm.
dealing an extra 1d8 damage of the weapon's damage type on a hit.
So if you hit, you do a D8 damage. So it's you're taking the attack action. It doesn't say make an additional attack.
It says you can make one additional weapon attack as part of that action.
Okay. All right.
So does that just
Okay.
mean I
A
add more
D8
damage to that
damage,
single hit?
piercing damage.
Yeah.
To the 7 that you already have as damage.
I feel like I should look at it just to be sure that I'm not sliding you in some way.
I'm not sure if it's kind of like sneak attack. Like I hit something, I add more to it, or if it's a full second attack. It reads like it's a second attack.
No, okay. Dealing an extra 1d8 damage of the weapon's damage type on a hit. So you would do your weapon's damage plus a d8 on that additional attack.
So on that first one, on the one up here that I killed.
I would say on the second one.
So I get the regular roll, which was the 7, and an additional d8. Is that
Yeah,
what you're saying?
you can make one additional attack as part of that action, dealing an extra d8 damage of the weapon's damage type on a hit. An
Okay.
extra
I'm gonna
d8.
roll.
So the
All right,
second attack,
not with the bonus damage.
right.
All right, so it's just whatever the d8 rolls, which is 3. So a total of 10 damage to this guy down here.
Okay, he is damaged, but not dead.
That was my action.
Oh boy.
I am going to then move an additional. I'm going to.
All right. Your arrow
moving
sticks
up
in
here.
him, causing a loud crack of bones as it pierces into his sternum.
Ooh, that hurts on the sternum.
It's kind of like when you crack the side of the cue ball badly on a pool.
Right.
Okay, that's my turn.
Okay.
Nice shooting,
Next.
Cam.
Next up is. Oops.
She is hyper focused on the enemy.
Skeleton D. So
Yes,
this.
you're welcome.
30 feet. Oh, I gotta. Yep.
So the second one didn't die, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Hurt, not dead.
All right. This skeleton runs forward, attempting to get into melee combat with you. And that will be his entire turn.
That's
next
attempting
up,
and failing.
next up will be Trevor. Einstein.
All right. I'm going to stay where I am, and I'm going to cast Scorching Ray onto the Whisperer. I'm sorry, Whisper onto Whisperer.
Yep.
And I'm going to direct all 3 of those at the Whisperer.
Okay.
So that is automatic, right? And we take 2.
No, you have
it's
to
not.
roll to hit
Okay.
with each of the bolts.
Oh, you're
So
right. You're right. Oh, with each of them for
Yeah.
each one of him. Okay.
Yeah.
That is a 21 to hit.
Hits.
Okay. Should I roll damage for that one or
No,
keep going? Okay.
Go ahead and make the rolls. to
Okay.
hit.
That is a 23 to hit. Hits.
That
Nice.
does hit.
And that is a 12 to hit.
That one will miss, actually.
Okay.
The third one, there's a blue shimmer around him that looks like the mage armor that third bolt bounces off of.
Bastard. All right. 2d6 for 1. That's 8 damage for the first one. And come on. 8 damage for the second one. So 16. Yeah.
16, all right.
Yeah.
The 2 bolts strike him, burning away at his robes. He winces back and
Yeah, you will pay for that, wizard.
I can't hear you.
his mouth doesn't actually move. You just hear it in his head or in your head.
Yeah.
But all right.
I'm still going to taunt him.
Yes, of course. Of course.
So
And I-
that
you-
makes
you-
sense that we hear it in our heads because he
you-
doesn't have
yeah.
lips to whisper. So
Right. Well,
yeah.
or a blow dart. You can't blow a blow dart without
Yeah.
lips either. I'm just going to taunt him anyway. You pick a name like the Whisperer, and you're asking for it.
Right. All right, Trevor. Anything else you want to do?
No, I'm good where I am. Is there any further away that I can move? Possibly?
I mean, not without
I'm
going
good.
off. the
I'm
map.
good.
Yeah.
I'll stay where I am.
Okay. All right. That brings up the Whisper next. Whoops. Darn it.
Perfect. He's not going to forget that.
He takes a look and actually, glancing over the party, sees that Graddock is the closest to him. He holds up his hands, and these like large spectral claws, almost giant-sized hands, appear over his own, and he lets out a bolt of energy from those directed at Graddock. 16.
that hits.
All right. I didn't look to see how many. All right. And his second one, of course, is going to go at Einsek because, well, he made fun of him. So, Einsek, he attacks you with a 13.
Shield? Can I throw my shield? 13 does hit. Yes, that's my armor class.
Yeah, if you use your reaction to cast shield, that will raise your armor class by 5.
Okay, I'm going to cast shield.
Okay. All right. He misses then.
What damage did it do to me?
9 points of damage.
Ugh.
All right. That's his turn. Brings up the next skeleton, which is this one.
Ooh, he's a shambling mess.
1 square. Gosh darn it. Okay. That's his turn. Graddock, you're up.
Take him out, Graddock.
Graddock, he's already damaged. Finish him.
Finish him.
Okay, I go into a rage, a frenzy, as it were,
Okay.
and I will I'll go after this one that's closest to me here. So I'm going to move up to him if I can get onto that screen. All right.
I meant to say, finish him. Moo.
And I swing my great axe for a 19.
It's an alright axe.
That hits.
It's pretty good.
It's
And
not bad.
that is for 13 plus 2, so 15 damage.
All right.
Done.
That will finish him off.
All right. Then I will continue to move up to this guy,
Okay.
and I will use my bonus attack, Great Axe again. Oof. 10.
That misses.
Yeah.
You're so in your rage, you're so angry that you take a wild swing and the skeleton is just not where you thought it would be at that point in time and totally misses. All right.
And that would be my turn.
That's your turn. All right. Next up is another skeleton, which is the one right here. Oop. He'll move right here and attack Graddock. He swings at you with a rock that he's holding in his hand. It's a 17 to hit.
That hits.
All right.
Look out for that rock.
7 points of damage, which we have because of your rage.
Yeah, I'm
So-
guessing it's bludgeoning damage.
4 points of damage.
Okay. Okay.
All right.
It barely affects me at all.
Next is this skeleton. He moves up to here. He takes a wild swing at Graddock with his stick.
Oh, not a
that one's only
stick.
an 8 strike.
Ooh.
Well, it's more of a branch. I mean, it's enough that it could hurt.
A thick branch? Oak?
All right. That one misses, which brings us to Fur. You're up.
Okay. I think I can move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yep.
All right. And I'll attack the skeleton in between Graddock and I.
Okay.
Let's see. I'll use my longsword.
All right. You'll have advantage on that attack because you're flanking. So you'll roll 2 20s and take the highest of the 2 rolls.
All right. An 11. So clear that and roll again, right?
Right.
Or 16.
The 16 is
Like the
higher.
16.
So. And that will hit the skeleton.
Okay. Oh. Goodness. A whopping
All right.
4.
Okay. Let's see. That was skeleton.
Can I use my my gore,
Yes. Yes, you can.
my horns? All right. Oh my god, 5.
That
Dice
misses.
are not with me. Okay. Cam, you keep rolling good because
You have to look it in, Fur. Look it in.
All right, that's your turn, Nate.
Yes.
All
It's
right.
tough when your head's down though to look at it.
Yeah.
So, skeleton B. So this skeleton. All right. And now he has flank on Radek, so he will attempt to attack. Natural 20.
Oh wow, that hits.
Yeah, it does. For
What?
hold on. Get out of the way. 11 points of damage, halved, so 6. Ugh. All right. D.
How are you feeling, Graddock?
I'm all right.
Okay.
Well, he will move there, and then this one. All right. He can't get into flank, but he will attack Fur. A 16 to strike.
Miss.
All right. Wait, back to the top of the round. Cam, you're up.
All right. Guess I will target. Do you boys need help?
We could use a little bit of help, Cam. We're getting surrounded quickly.
I'm going to target this fellow here, right next to Graddock.
All right.
I am going to cast Zephyr Strike.
Okay.
And as my bonus action,
Okay.
so I get advantage on a weapon attack roll on my turn, and that attack roll deals an extra D8 force damage on a hit.
Okay.
Let's see. So yeah, it was this guy here.
Mm-hmm.
Oops. So first hit is a 17.
That hits.
Well, first roll, I get to roll with advantage.
Oh, right.
Second is a 19, so better. So here's my normal attack roll is 8, but I get to add an extra D8 to that.
Okay.
S- 8 and 7 is 15.
All right.
Um,
Pierces
Oh,
his
good.
bony body and reduces him to a crumple of bones on the ground.
okay.
Cam, you're on fire.
She quickly looks over her body and realizes what you're saying. And
Figure of speech.
think that's it.
Okay. Let's see that. That killed. Oops, that killed that skeleton. So, Isaac, you're up.
Is it kosher to ask somebody else's dex, or is it not?
Yeah, I don't care about those things.
Okay.
You know, it's the kind of
Credit.
thing that you guys have been traveling.
I know. Are you,
You
are you
would ask-
dexterous?
You would ask out of character because
Okay.
traveling together, Isaac.
How's your dexterity,
assessed.
Braddock?
+1.
Okay. You said you're okay, though, right? You looking all right?
Mhm.
Feeling good?
Mhm.
All right. I'm going to cast Ice Knife on this guy here. This is the I thought I was pointing, but I guess I can't point. Wait a minute.
It's
So it's the
Jesse-
skeleton diagonal to fur. So
This
right
one
there,
here?
that guy. Yep. I'm going to cast Ice
Okay.
Knife on him, and that is cast that 6. Oh, damn it! 15 to hit.
that hits.
Oh, okay, all right. So this is a 1d10 on this for
Okay.
this character, which is like a 2. Unreal.
All right.
But it also explodes whether it hits or misses, and each target within 5 feet of it must succeed on a dex roll of 14 or better or take 2d6 cold damage. Now, can they take
Okay.
cold damage? Yeah, I guess they can.
Yeah, they do.
Okay.
So
So that means you, Graddock, as well.
All right.
Actually,
Alright.
it means you fur, too. I didn't realize it was fur. Otherwise, I would have put it up higher. Damn it, I picked the wrong one.
That's okay. So what do I have to roll?
You have to roll a dex save for 14 or better.
The under
So-
your saves should be on the upper left of your character sheet next to.
You just click dex or no?
No, you want to click the
Oh.
saving throw. So if you have any bonuses, it adds.
Oh,
it in.
oh. Gotcha.
So, where is it at?
Bro.
Should
Saving
be-
throws. It's the
saving
the box in the upper left
Oh, okay.
underneath
Gotcha.
all your So if you hit that, yeah.
All right. The first skeleton rolls a 21 to save,
Braddock, nice save. Yeah. He rolls a what?
and 21.
No.
And the second one is a 17.
Damn it. All right.
They saved.
Yeah, they both save.
Does that including the one you hit, or just the ones around it?
No, it's hit or miss. The shard then explodes the target and each creature within 5 feet of it. I'm assuming that. Oh no, the target. Oh yeah. No, he has to do it as well. Yeah, he has to dex.
So I'll roll for the target now. And he actually rolls a 5.
So it's
Okay.
So
So he
fails.
takes
everyone in that square.
2d6. So I have to do this with the dice. So I'll do that.
I rolled an 18, so I'm fine.
Okay, cool. So all right. Fuck. Man.
What's your
Rolling-
spell save DC, Trevor?
My spell save?
Yeah, that's what they're
Uh,
rolling against.
Where is that?
Should
Spell
be
save?
under spells. If you click spells, right? And then up at the top,
Spells, it
it'll have
should be
modifiers, spell attack, and save
Oh,
DC.
spell save 14.
Okay, so
Yeah.
yeah, everybody
that-
saved except for the target.
Yeah, so it's 3 points of damage extra to that one guy.
All right.
That's a bummer. Man, that rolled terrible.
That's what I was talking about before. It just depends on the saving throws, you know. Everybody rolled good, so
Yeah, no,
Never
but I mean,
know.
my damage sucked, so whatever. I tried.
don't worry. That's more where there's more where that came from.
Oh, indeed there is.
All right, is that your turn?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Whisper is up next. Got to make sure I'm on the right map. It's going to move 3 squares just to get a clear line of sight on Cam. And attacks with another Grave Bolt.
I'm sorry, what? I didn't do anything to him.
That is a
Sounds
22 to
harsh.
strike.
Yeah, that hits.
All right. For 12 points of damage. And his second attack will go towards Graddock. It's 13 to hit, Curtis?
No.
Okay. All right. And that's his turn. And it's Graddock's turn.
All right. So the one I've got advantage on the one between me and Fur, correct?
Correct.
All right. I attack that one.
All right.
Who's going potty?
22. Yes. No. 22.
I had muted my mic because I was pouring more coffee and then forgot that I muted my mic. Yes, that hits.
All right. I'll roll again just to see if I crit.
All right.
I did not. So 22 hits.
Yes.
Damage. Oh, wow. 7 plus 2, 9 points of damage.
All right.
We are not rolling well here.
Got it.
Okay, I'm guessing that didn't kill him.
He did not die.
Okay, then I'm using my second attack against him as well.
Okay.
12. Guessing that's a no. Second roll,
That does miss.
26.
That definitely hits.
And damage. 14 plus 2, 16 damage.
Dead.
That finishes him off. He dies.
Beauty.
He gone.
So done and dusted.
Just so everybody's aware, that's 14 for Graddock and 7 for everybody else. So double the next closest person. Just FYI.
Hey, you're doing your job, Curtis. Good way to go, man.
Yeah.
Deserve
You're doing exactly what's expected of you.
Yeah.
Nothing more.
Doug in accounting has done double the taxes of everyone else. There you go.
All right. Is that your turn, Graddock?
Yep. That's it.
So next, the next skeleton across from you. Let's see. Will attack Graddock with a 20 not naturals to hit. Graddock.
Yeah, I mean, that hits.
I mean,
Well, you still have to
But
answer
it's
this.
it's a
Last-
stick,
last-
so
last
big
I-
deal.
Checked. I didn't have 21 armor, so
This is how the game is played, Curtis. I ask questions and you answer them.
yes, sir.
Things are going to get
What happened to
violent.
that? I'm the best D&D
I mean, I
player
kinda-
Joe's ever
Kind of
played
figured
with.
you guys knew that. But okay.
That's not my job to know that.
Okay.
All right, you take 2 points of damage from that attack.
All right.
after all that.
Then the next
Hitting the mouth,
one
being so lippy.
that is
It goes
next
right
to
to the
Graddock will also attack Graddock with a 22 not natural.
That hits.
Okay. Thank you for doing your job.
Thank you for playing.
And by job, you mean meat shield?
Oh no, I meant just answering me. That's
okay.
that's your job. That's your real job.
But yes, thank you for being a meat
Yeah.
chef.
For halved another 2 points of damage.
Gotcha.
Need some battle music, Jesse.
There is
No, this
Yeah.
is kind of a calm, relaxing thing to this.
with drum.
Hey.
Oh,
I changed it like 3 minutes ago.
Oh, I don't hear it.
All right.
You
That
did?
brings us to
I'm not
Fur.
hearing it.
sure.
You're up.
So how many we got left here? 1, 2, 3. Okay. Oh no, 4. There's 4. Is the one diagonal from Graddock? Has he taken any hit points? Or is any?
Have I?
No, have any of the
No.
skeletons?
Yes. Yes,
This-
the
this
one
one?
diagonal from Graddock has. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
That one.
I can attack him from where I am, right? Kitty corner.
Yes, you can.
Yeah. Okay.
There's actually technically nothing standing in front of you. That one's the one with the black circles laying on the ground in a pile of bones.
Yeah, but I don't want to move like and give advantage. So I'm fine where I am.
Well, you
Right?
could-
Oh, actually, I could move.
You can move and get advantage without.
Yeah. I see
Yeah.
that now. Let me do that. I'm gonna do that. So I can move to here.
No.
No.
You
No, duh. That's
move
that's
to the
flanking.
other.
To the
You can
left.
Two to the left.
Two. Yeah.
Here.
No.
Back
To
down a little
your
bit.
left,
Down
2
two.
squares.
There you go.
Down
So-
one more.
Diagonal.
No, down one more.
There you
Right
go.
there. And that way you won't provoke any attacks of opportunity.
Even the guy below him?
He didn't
Yeah,
move
as
out.
long as he doesn't leave his threatened squares. So that's within 5 feet. As long as he stays within 5 feet.
Oh,
Adjacent
stays
to-
within 5 feet. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
As long as you stay adjacent to an enemy, it doesn't provoke an attack. of
Okay.
opportunity.
Okay, gotcha.
So I will attack with my longsword again.
All right.
A 22.
That will hit.
Come on. God dang. 4.
Right.
And I might as well try and get horny again.
Okay. He's doesn't have a lot of life in him, but enough to keep him standing. So
Ready? $12 to hit.
that will miss.
Man, I'm not doing so good with those horns tonight. Okay. That's
right.
my turn.
That's your turn.
I that's has to be described. Like, I want to know how you whiff with your horns.
Yeah, right? I don't know.
Maybe they go right in between the ribs or something.
I
like
got
that.
a crick in my neck or yeah.
Well, the skeleton was giving his best, rope-a-dope, and
Right.
he swung his horns and he was leaning back one of the times and just. I mean, it was close. It was right there, but just happened.
Bulls don't like ropes.
Then it shakes his pelvis at him.
They do like red blankets.
Mm.
All right. So this skeleton here is going to move over to get advantage and attack Fur.
Bring it.
All right. First attack is a 21.
Oh. Yep, that gets me just barely.
All right. And the second attack is not higher, so 3 points of damage.
3?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3. Okay. Okay.
And then this one here will move, get flank on Graddock and attack. A 20, not natural.
Hits.
All right. And the second roll is not higher, so he will do halved 30 points of damage.
Okay.
All right. Whoops. 1 second. Okay.
I know we're very preoccupied by what's going on in our little space right here, but while this is going on, can we glance at the main city walls, and is there any update? Can we see what's happening while we've been fighting?
Absolutely. Some of the skeletons have picked up rocks and are banging against the door, like together, like teamwork, picking up large stones and banging against the doors. Some are trying to climb, but not having a huge success, as the defenders of the gate are chucking down stones and arrows on them. It seems that both sides are making progress, as the skeletons, the closer they get to appearing to perhaps, get over the wall or get through the doors, more city guards appear on the walls as they're being gathered from other places, and have turned them back. So it for the most part, it seems to be a stalemate right now.
As they are banging on the doors with the rocks, is it making any sort of like tune or rhythm that we could dance to?
I mean, that depends on you, really, Graddick. I don't know what his ear for music is. It's not rhythmic like you're rowing on a boat or anything like that. But I mean, if you've got enough soul, man, you can dance to anything.
I know it was like one of those videos where like the guy's beating on the car window. It's like,
because it's skeletons, it's not that rhythmic. They tend to move in jagged motions. So yeah, it's a bit offbeat for you.
Probably white skeletons, and ain't got no rhythm.
They are mostly that color. So Cam, you're up.
First off, Cam is going to use her bonus action to use Zephyr Strike.
Mm-hmm.
She is going to run all the way down here. She's like a blur moving down there.
Mm-hmm.
If anyone in the party sees her. And I'm going to take a shot at Whisper, which I have advantage on because of this Zephyr Strike.
All right.
So, first shot is a 16. Second
All right.
is a natural. It's a natural 20 or a 28.
All right. So he will use the spell, his reaction to use the spell shield to make the first attack miss. The natural 20 gets through though.
Well, it's one attack. It was advantage.
Oh, you're attacking with advantage. Okay, never mind.
Yeah,
Then he would not have done that. I get what you're saying.
Okay.
Sorry.
So sorry, I said that wrong. So yeah.
No. It might be
with
me.
advantage. With
After
advantage,
advantage.
I rolled a natural 20 for a 28.
Okay.
And it's giving me the app is automatically giving me 2d8 instead of, so that it's doubling the dice, not the roll.
Which
is that
is
how you want
correct.
me to do it? Okay.
That is correct. That's
Okay.
That's how it's supposed to be done according to the rules as written.
Okay. So that's for a total of 14.
Okay.
Now, with Zephyr Strike, I get to deal an extra d8 force damage on the hit.
All right.
So on top of that, what was that, 14?
14.
I get 2 force damage.
Okay. For a total of
And-
16.
Yes, I'm going to use my favored foe special. It doesn't say it's a bonus action or an action, it just says special.
Okay.
When you hit a creature with an attack roll, you can mark the target as your favorite enemy for 1 minute or until you lose concentration. First time on each of your turns that you hit the favored enemy and deal damage to it, including when you mark it, you can increase that damage by 1d4.
Okay.
So I'm going to roll a d4 on top of everything else I just did.
All right.
And that's a 2. So Whisper is now my favored enemy for the next
All
minute.
right. And that's a total of 18 damage, correct?
Yes.
All right.
What does that mean?
It
Oh,
means
he's your
my
favored. Favored. Yeah. Right. Got it.
Yeah. So I do an extra d4 damage to him every time
Gotcha.
that I hit.
Mm-hmm.
And that's it.
Okay.
Is that me?
Isaac, you're next.
How is Whisper looking?
Medium.
All right. I lift up my staff and I cast Scorching Ray, all 3 of them in his direction.
Okay.
4. Come on, baby. Oh! 15?
Now he will use his reaction to cast Shield. To raise his armor class to a 20.
Okay. Now that's 3. Is that do I
You
do all
get
3?
2 more attacks.
I do. Right. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
I forgot about that. Okay. Yeah. Oh, Jesus Christ! I'm rolling like shit. Complete shit.
One
Come
more.
on, Billy.
All right. 20. No,
That
his
actually
arm-
hits. Yeah,
Okay.
his armor class
Jesus
is a 20, so
Christ.
matching it does hit.
All right. 2d6.
Come on, damage.
All right. 10. 10 damage. Good lord.
10 damage. Got it. Oop. Okay.
Not on. Terrible.
All right. Are you going to do anything else on your turn, Trevor?
No, I like it right here. I'm pretty comfortable.
Okay. That brings us to Whisper.
I hope I'm not going to regret this, but I'm going to take my sword and pound it against my shield and say, Whisper, try me for a change. Can I do that?
You can. But
Does that like count as a turn or anything or an action or?
No. Yeah, I mean, you can, but he's intelligent enough to know that you're not a threat right now. He knows who's the biggest danger. to
Wow.
him.
Ouch. That
Gosh.
hurts.
That's
So-
strong. Holy
He will be firing.
Well, I mean, you whiffed with your horns twice. So, I mean,
bad for you. Holy shit.
He's going to be firing a grave bolt at one at Einsec and one at Cam because they are the immediate threats to him, obviously. So, starting with Einsec.
I tried, lads.
With a
Damn.
that's a total of 24 to hit.
Oh Christ. Let me see. Do I have anything here? Yeah, I can't do shield. Fuck. Yeah, that hits.
All right.
Oh wait, yeah, my armor class is wait a minute. So if I have cast mage armor, that already adds that, right? To my-
Yeah, your armor class
should
is
be
what, a
right.
15
My armor
right now?
class should be. No, it's 13. Why is it only 13? Anyway, it hits even if it was 15. So it
Okay.
hits.
It's for 9 points of damage.
Oh Christ.
Cam, the attack coming towards you is a 24 to hit.
That hits.
All right. For 12 points of damage.
Okay.
And that's his turn. Next up is Graddock.
All right. I will attack the one that's between me and Fur.
Okay. You have advantage.
20. Not natural.
All right.
And second one. 25.
Both of those would hit successfully. So
Okay, for damage. Got 13 plus 2, got 15 total.
he dies.
Let me update the kill count real quick. That's kind of important.
To you, yes.
Shoot, I can't really move. I got 2 people around me.
Correct.
Alrighty. Well, I guess I will attack the one that's like behind me and above. Diagonally to the.
Okay. Yep,
north.
I know which one you're talking about.
Okay. And that is a natural 20.
That will definitely hit.
And 15 plus 2, 17.
He dies. Your
And
axe
now that
tears
I've-
through him.
Now that I've done my job quite amazingly, I will end my turn.
Whoops. Uh-oh. Hold on. I'm on the wrong guy.
Don't worry, little ones, I've got this. Clearly, I'm a threat.
All right, that's your turn, Graddock.
Maybe he just smells that hand.
Actually, no. Hold on. I want to move around this guy. So I'm gonna move to there.
Okay. All
Thank
right. He turns to face you and takes a swing at you with his rock. That is an 18 to strike.
That hits.
And for 3 points of damage. That's halved.
Got it.
All right. And then the skeleton next. Wait. That's not the right one. Actually, you're up.
Okay.
Oh, sorry, I forgot to say this. Cam is down.
Oh, yeah.
You
Cam's
forgot
down.
to say that you're unconscious?
I said Cam is down. Correct.
Oh.
Oh, well. That's ungood.
Is this a fake hang up? This is a
says-
fake hang up, isn't it?
I don't know how I'm supposed to say this. I'm playing dead. It's a special feature.
Okay.
Okay. And
Well,
I
you're
can-
you're supposed to just one sec for stuff like that, Jesse. I mean, of course, you can do it however you want. You are using an ability, so if you say that you're using that ability, the characters themselves don't have a way of differentiating. So
Right.
Yeah, all
You
we
know,
see is you down.
we're supposed to role play that your character is
Right.
down. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like that.
That's why I was
generally
just saying I was down. That's how I will do it in the future. I will not specify that I'm using the feature.
okay.
I
But
can tell.
when Whisper hit me, Cam went down.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So it's my move, right?
It is your turn. Yes.
And I can stand on this dead skeleton here.
You're going to get an opportunity.
Yes. Anyone with a black circle is basically not there. You can.
But he was next to
But
the
if-
other skeleton.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But Nate, if you move away from the skeleton that's behind you, you will get
Oh.
an attack of opportunity.
Okay. All right. Well, then I'm going to attack the one that's next to Graddock.
That one's dead.
Oh, he is dead.
It's
Well, then
just
I'm
the
gonna
one
stack
lower.
the one
yeah.
kitty corner. Okay.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Let's go in with my longsword. An 18.
Hits.
God, I roll a 1 every single time. 4.
Uh,
4 damage.
4 damage. All right.
Yep. And damn
This
it,
is
I'm
the
gonna
first
try my
damage that
horns
this
again.
one's taken.
All right. One of these times, I'm going to get lucky with my horns.
All right.
I rolled a 17 to hit.
That hits. Yeah.
All right, come on. A 6 damage.
All right. He is very injured, but not enough to finish him.
All right.
Is that your turn, Nate?
It is my turn.
All right. So it is that skeleton that you just attack's turn. He is going to attempt to hit you with the log that he is holding.
It's log. It's log.
He rolls a 17 to strike.
Miss.
All right. Back to the top of the round. Camellia.
Camellia? Camellia?
Camelia's dead.
Camellia?
Camelia's down. So I don't know how I've never played this before. I don't know what.
I thought you did once. I could have sworn you did.
We did one. I mean, I did. We did it once a while ago, but I don't know. Like if I'm supposed to. If I'm. Everybody thinks I'm down.
Correct.
So
Including the enemies.
Yeah.
They're not focused on you because they think that you're unconscious.
I can't take a movement because that will break the illusion.
There's laxatives for that.
Well, no
So
one's
I
looking
can't-
at you. I would allow you to make a stealth roll to crawl.
I was gonna say, well,
But it would be a half move.
all I was gonna say, the only thing I want to do if I can would be to, hold an action to shoot at Whisper if he gets closer to one of my companions. But I don't know if I can do that laying down.
Yeah. You standing up. So, with my personal group, I don't know if this is a current rule or not. 5th edition rules are a little vague on this stuff, but we call it preparing an action. So you would say, if Whisper gets into melee with any of the friends, any of my, party, I'll stand up and shoot an arrow at him. And that would be your prepared action.
Okay,
So if
then
that,
that is my plan.
and we allow that. I get the feeling that I allow too much, to be honest. But all right.
Yes.
Next up is Isaac.
Well, I am going to run towards Oh, I just closed the window. Hang on a second. Okay, I'm going to run towards...
And that comment about allowing too much, that was specifically about Curtis flexing below me. It had nothing to do with the game.
What? What?
I'm going to run to
It's just
Cam,
stretching.
behind her, of course, and just I'm gonna just kind of ask her if she's okay now. Can she whisper to me that fine?
So you believe that
Or
she
is
is
that-
unconscious.
So
So
she
you
looks
wouldn't-
unconscious. She can't
she-
talk. She doesn't. Okay.
That's the special ability. So
Try to
Isaac
walk
have
mouth.
no idea. If you were going to give her a potion, you would just
Say it a
give
little
her-
slower.
Try mouth to mouth.
Okay, so
Give her a
she's
wet
not
willy.
responsive. She's just laying there.
Yeah.
Okay,
And Whisper
I'm
says,
going to.
Good, but I don't have any.
Oh,
All right, I'm gonna give her a potion of healing. I'm gonna
all right.
put that down her gullet,
Okay.
furry gullet.
Well, her gullet's not furry.
Well,
Weird.
ultimately, but I don't know.
On the
It's
outside.
in and around her gullet, maybe.
gonna slip with the magic missile.
It's a Gaspar sausage. And I guess that's my turn, right? That's all I can really do. That's my action.
Well,
right?
you roll for the potion.
Oh, I have to
'Cause
roll
she
for the
gets
potion?
the effect of the potion either way.
How do I roll for the
Probably-
potion?
What was the
It has a
Either-
it has a thing on it.
Is it like a 2d4 plus
Potion? I
ICU
thought that
or
was
something
just
like
like give it to her.
No, it's
No.
potion of healing?
2d4.
Is it a
plus
greater
2.
or lesser or
It's a greater. Well, that's all I have in my inventory. Is a
the
greater.
greater is a 4d4 plus 4.
Oh, how much? Oh, yeah. I'm sorry. 44 plus 4. Yeah, gotcha. Okay. Nope, that's wrong. Hang on. 4d4 plus 4. Okay, so that's 5.
No,
Not
4d4.
5 million.
Oh, 4d4. I'm sorry. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll just roll 3 because that was what, a 1?
Yeah.
And this is 6, so 7 plus 4 is 10.
Okay.
10 points. There you go.
Cam gets 10 points of healing.
Whether you need it or not.
Well, everybody needs it.
Yeah, they do.
All right. Is that your turn, Einstein?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not getting any cover being behind anybody, so, like, I guess I'll just, like, stay here with Cam.
All right.
Quick question as far as the potions go, like giving or taking a potion, that's considered an action, not a bonus action, correct?
That is correct.
Okay.
Yep.
Now, later on, like, when you guys get a second attack, you can take a potion and still attack once. Like, if you have 2 attacks,
Gotcha.
you can use one of those actions to quaff a potion if you wish, or any elixir.
Does that also count for my frenzy when I've got 2 attacks?
I mean, technically, yes. You only your first attack, because the second is only from the frenzy. How you want to roleplay that's up to you. If you're too mad to drink potions, but
Gotcha.
that there's no rule that says you can't, that I'm aware of. I know that when you're frenzied, raging, you can't cast spells or use certain skills and abilities, but I've never heard that potions are among those. So, all right. Whisper is up next. He will be launching two grave bolts, one at Graddock and one at Fur. So starting.
Thank
with
you.
I was getting there.
You ever seen somebody
right,
so
Graddock.
excited to get attacked?
That is a 20, not natural.
That hits.
All right.
Good.
Fur, does your armor do anything for you, or do you already have
Oh.
that factored in?
Do I get
16
to
points of
attack now?
damage. Now that's a magical attack, so that's not halved, Curtis.
Ouch.
All right, and
Graddock
Do I-
is badly injured.
going towards Fur is at 11.
That misses, but I think when I equipped that adamantine, it upped my armor class. Correct?
It did, and
Yeah.
also made you immune to criticals. So if I ever roll a natural 20 to hit you, remind me that it has fortification and that you no longer take critical damage.
Sweet. So
Do I
yes,
get to
that
attack
missed.
now?
Yes, if you wish to.
Right, that's what I said. That if he attacks one of my friends, I would
Okay.
shoot him. Right?
Yeah. For sure. That's the end of his turn.
I'm sorry, is his turn done?
For
Yeah.
His
sure.
turn is done. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
look who bounced back.
Cam's eyes are gonna pop up open. She's gonna wink at Einsec, jump up, and shoot at Whisper.
He actually won't be too surprised because he just gave you a potion. So he was kind of expecting you to stand up, I think.
27
Maybe not
to
like
hit.
that, but
That does hit.
And it's a D8 plus 6, and then I add a D4 because of the favored foe. So that's 13 plus a D4. 13 plus 3, so 16.
plus
right.
6 or no?
Piercing. No.
Oh, okay.
Well, that was included in the first roll.
Oh, okay.
So
16.
16 total piercing damage on him.
The arrow actually strikes him in the forehead and sticks into the bone and snaps off. So now he looks like kind of a disheveled unicorn with an arrow sticking out of his head. He wobbles from the attack. The bones crack down his face. He doesn't fall, but he looks like he's about to. Cool. All right. Graddick.
Oh,
You're up.
Graddick's in bad shape. Graddick is going to take a potion. He has a.
Oh, he wouldn't rather flex instead?
He has a potion of superior healing, which is. It says 8d4 plus 8. So
I think that was supposed to be greater, not superior.
Okay. Then I gotta change my inventory unless you guys remember what it was.
Greater is a 4d4 plus 4.
So I just roll. How do I do that?
You can hit
Just
the,
four-
if you go to the dice, you can hit the D4 4 times, and then roll.
Or you can, yeah.
The red D20 in the bottom left of the screen.
Yeah, no, I got it. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
So 8 plus 4, so 12.
8 is the total on 4d4?
Yeah.
Yes, then that's correct. 12 points.
Okay. And then and then I will use my frenzy attack on the skeleton next to me here.
Okay.
All right. That is a 21
That hits.
and 15 points of damage.
All right. That finishes him off.
Woo!
Your axe splits him in twain, and he crumbles to the ground in a heap of bones.
Should we keep the Whisperer alive for questioning?
No.
Why,
I
do you have
don't
another
trust the
turn?
thing he'd say.
No, Graddick's done.
Oh, okay.
Okay. All right.
He was just trying to be strategic for once, but he got shot down.
Oh.
So
Wow.
he's done doing that. He's
I
just
was so
gonna charge.
shocked that you even asked that.
He's
I know,
going to
I
charge
was like,
forward
all
from
right.
now on. Yeah.
Burr, you're up.
All right, see if I can finish that skeleton next to me. Let's see. I will. Sword.
I'm sorry. I forgot to move. Can I, since he hasn't done anything yet, can I still move?
I'll allow it.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Okay.
Oop, okay. Here we go. Longsword.
S-
25.
That hits.
Let's see. And it looked like. Did I? Oh, a nat 20 plus 5. So I get to do 2.
It doubles the dice. So a longsword does a d8. So you should roll 2d8 and then add the bonus. Well, when you click on it, it should do it automatically. But
Then the box underneath it is lit up as if I should click on that as well.
Is the weapon attack blue, like the damage box? Is it like blue and glowing?
Yeah, both of them are. So I have one on top of the other. So
So yeah,
'Cause
it
it-
means you can pick either one will be.
so I can roll a d8, 2d8, or 2d10 plus 3, right?
okay,
And
it's
I
the
can roll
8 because you're using it one-handed. The reason it lights up, that weapon can be used one-handed or two-handed. It does a d8 one-handed and a d10 two-handed.
Oh, and I'm using it one-handed because I have a sword.
A shield.
I mean a shield. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
correct.
All right. A crit 10. 10.
He dies.
Yay!
Nice.
That skeleton crumbles to the ground at the weight of the swing from your longsword.
Okay. And I'm going to move as well.
You can move 6 squares.
Okay. Okay.
All right. That brings us back to the top of the round. Cam.
Cam is going to draw
Where
her
am I?
bow.
Am I after? Oh, that was her bonus. Wait a minute.
That was
Yeah, that was a
my action.
prepared
Yeah.
action.
Okay.
She's going to take a
Right.
breath, draw the bow, and aim at Whisper.
Okay.
Finish him, squirrel.
Would you call him a careless whisper?
No.
21 to hit.
That's going to hit.
Okay. That is 9 plus 2, so 11 damage.
All right.
Ooh. He's got to be hurting.
The arrow strikes him clean in the sternum. He wobbles back a few steps and collapses to the ground on his hands and knees. He looks up at you.
Your victory will be short-lived. The Bone Throwers army will crush this place and burn the living to add to our Lord's army.
Can I shoot him again?
Enjoy
while he's
your
not-
victory.
And he collapses to the ground and blows away as dust.
All right, nice going.
She hisses and spits on the ground.
All right. The
Is that necessary?
Hot.
at that point, you guys hear a voice like, "Hey, psst, hey, over here!" You can see on the other side of the graveyard a soldier. He looks like he's wearing a similar garb to the town guards, except his is a little fancier, has some gold trim and stuff on it. You're guessing he's some type of officer in the town guard military. And behind him, it looks like he's opened a secret door in the wall and into the city, and he's motioning for the group of you to move in his direction.
This is
Cam
kind of off
takes
to the
off.
left.
Yes, on the other side of the graveyard.
Do we think Cremone can make it in with us?
You're actually not sure where Cremone is at. Look, glancing back up at the hill, you don't see him standing where you left him.
Okay.
Oh boy.
Then let's go.
Braddock is charging in.
We're
Yeah,
leaving him?
As soon as Cam saw it, she ran.
Charging
is.
in where?
To the open gate.
Oh, to the secret door.
Yeah, secret door.
Okay,
Don't
I
we
wasn't
need
sure if
everything
you were-
in that cart and everything? Like the ring and all the
Art is
stuff?
not with us.
Oh, that's not.
The
We don't have the
cart-
cart anymore. We do have the ring, though.
We
Yeah,
brought
The ring was
Cremone-
you?
have
Is
everything.
it that with you in your bag?
Yes.
Where is the ring?
That's with Jesse in his bag.
Yeah.
No, I don't remember where the ring is.
It's in the bag.
Yeah, it's in your secret bag.
Don't lie to us.
In your
I thought
haversack.
I thought we gave it back to Cremone, or
No.
maybe I put it in there.
No, you put
I
it in
think
the
we put it
bag.
in the bag.
It's in the haversack.
Okay.
All right. You
So we're
guys
leaving
make your way
Cremone.
over to the guard.
All right.
He
We don't
motions.
even know where he is. He might have ran.
He motions you through the secret door. Once you're through, the secret door is enormous, like way too thick of stone to be moved by hand, but it looks like a magical ward on the inside of it. He yanks off his glove and places his hand on the magical ward, and the stone on its own slides the secret door shut.
Cool.
Wow.
Thank you. Thank you for your assistance in fighting those. We saw that you were in quite the state after that battle. Thought that you might want to get inside and catch your breath before fighting more.
Yes, we
Do
thank
people
you.
know that there's another army coming down from the fort up above?
Yes, we saw it. We're attempting to fortify the the gate on that side with carts and whatever we can find to place in front of the door. It's going to be difficult, though. They seem to have casters in that group. That will work against us, as we do not have the same for our defense.
All right. Well,
How
that
can
could
we
use
help?
a bit of a rest.
I'm not really sure how you can help. I mean, any help is greatly appreciated, but I don't really know what you bring to the table, so to speak.
I bring an appetite. Where's the food?
How
There,
about
there's a tavern that we are using for a base of operations on this side of town, as the town guard barracks are not far from here. I'm sure they can serve you up something to eat if that is what you really need.
Graddock immediately starts heading that way.
wait.
What
I
do
call
you-
everyone together real quick.
There's no way. He's on his way.
Jesus Christ.
Perhaps
Fine.
we can talk there at the tavern.
Yes.
No, we need
Fine.
to find the man of the town.
Exactly. We need to
collection
find
of all the things.
Phil Marin or whatever his name. That was going to be my.
Phil Marin.
Yes. Do you,
Yeah, it's
you
like-
know where we can find him?
Well, yes, he's in his home.
Can you take us to him or point us in the right direction? We know you're busy
it's-
guarding the gates.
It's
but
not a Starbuds. It's a tavern. What are you doing?
I can take you to his home. His personal guard has sealed his house, though. I don't know if he'll be taking visitors considering the situation, but we can try if you wish.
we
He'll
have
see
vital
us.
information for the survival of the city.
I could use
Oh.
some food.
Oh, okay. We'll just eat then and forget everything else we're here for.
All right.
We'll
I
get
can
to it.
send
We'll get to
word. Who
Please.
did you say you were? Is he expecting you?
No, he's not expecting us. I'm going to his house, whether anyone else comes or not. You can go eat.
I'm
That's
coming
fine.
with you, Cam. Can you take us to his home, please?
Yes, of course.
Does the name
So-
Belush mean anything to you in this city?
Yes. There's a lady Belush that lives here. Her wedding is actually planned for this week. Actually, a sweet young girl. I very much like her.
We hope it stays that way. Please lead the way.
His eyes widen a little bit when you say that. Is something going to happen to her? Why did you say you were here again? He begins to
Cam
go
gestures
into,
at the wall and the coming army. He's like, let's hope that nothing happens to anybody.
Okay, all right. Sorry, that was an odd way of saying it. I'm not familiar with a lot of different dialects. Of course, this way.
What is the level of concern here in terms of readiness and preparedness to take on whatever is? I mean, I know they're sort of taking them on right now, but the new
Everyone
army
is running around like chickens with their heads cut off.
Okay, so the new
I mean,
army is
you
about
see-
an hour away. If it took us an hour to get there, they'd be about an hour away, right? Coming from the castle, the old castle, right?
Yes. Mhm.
And we've been battling for at least 15, 20 minutes or so.
Every round is 6 seconds, so that fight actually took not even a
Okay,
minute.
10
Less
minutes.
than a minute.
Oh, okay.
No, less than a minute.
Less
Oh,
than
okay.
1 minute.
Wow, we're fast.
Yeah.
Um,
It's funny that you can travel for 8 hours in a few seconds, but combat that takes hours.
oh
to
yeah,
get
no, yeah. I
Takes
was trying to
a
get a
minute.
okay.
Yeah.
So that's relatively an hour away.
Right.
I need a rest.
So is everyone except for Graddock going to Filmarin's house?
Einstein, maybe you can rest when we get to the home. We need to impart the information we have. I mean,
For
we're just running
Cam
through
looks
a
at
city.
Percy, if anyone's going to be able to wield the weapon that he's got that might be effective here, it's probably you. That Einstein gets some rest with Graddock and get some food.
Okay.
Yeah,
then-
I'm gonna
then
go.
meet
I'm gonna
us-
go meditate because I can meditate for 4 hours and regain my spell level.
Graddock's leaving the tower and heading back towards the group.
Okay,
If I-
Curtis, you can't 24 real time this while we're deciding what's happening.
Hey, you guys sit around.
That's
and
only.
talk for
It's
fucking
only been
ever.
like. It's only
Alright.
been like 2 minutes we've been
Hey,
standing
man,
here.
that was enough time for me to go get some food and a drink. You're like, oh, we're gonna sit around here and talk for 15 minutes about whether we should think about doing something, maybe. So,
We didn't think about anything. We told the man to take us to Filmarin's
You couldn't
house.
even make it to the tavern. And the
I just
time
had
we've been talking.
fries and a burger and,
No.
and a drink.
You couldn't even have gotten there and taken a leak in that time.
Done.
I just killed the entire skeleton army by myself with the
Well, good
840 arrows I got from what's his name
Nice.
because he had all those extra ones.
All right.
Um,
This guard is going to take us.
quick. Wait. Quick question, Joe.
Yeah.
I have that ability to meditate and regain in 4 hours what a long rest would be in 8 hours. If I do half of that, is that to count for anything, or it has to be 4 hours, or it's a short rest if I do half of that, like 2 hours?
Short rest is 1 hour.
Okay. Oh, short rest is 1 hour.
1 hour, and then if you're looking to regain hit points, the short rest after an hour of rest, you can spend as many hit dice as you have. So you guys are 4th level, and you get what, a D8 for your hit die, I think, as a wizard.
I think so, yeah. No, I was just getting at, like, if I can meditate for 4 hours to get 8 hours worth of rest, which is a long rest. If I meditate for 2 hours, is that a short rest?
No, a short rest is 1 hour, but you don't get any spell
Oh,
slots.
short rest is 1 hour.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. So it doesn't. Okay. So it doesn't do me any good to meditate then, because I can't do that for 4 hours.
Right.
Otherwise, shit will be upon us. So, all right, I'm just gonna go with you guys then, because there's no point in me like kind of taking a break here.
You're muted, Curtis.
He's not muted.
Probably
His
for the
mouth's
best.
full of food.
Yeah, it was. Did my burger and fries help me to regain any health?
Not if you hurried to catch up with the group. You
No
have to rest
damage
for
your
at
health,
least
actually.
an hour
Okay.
to regain
Now
any
you've
hit
got the shits.
Your
Great.
cholesterol's off the charts right now.
Well, at least I'm not hungry anymore. All right.
I think orcs have pretty decent, probably heart health. So
We'd rather you were hangry in battle.
All right.
Okay, so we've asked this fine gentleman to escort us to Filmarin. Am I saying it right?
Yes, Phil Marin.
Filmarin's home. So
Phil Marin is actually his last name. His first name is
Philmarin.
Turman Phil
Perfect.
Marin.
Oh,
Sir
This is
it's
Filmarin.
Phil.
Phil.
All right.
It's Phil Marin.
He's not.
What was the name again?
Turman,
Termin.
Termin. Turman Phil Marin. So the guard, as he's taking you guys there, can explain. Phil Marin isn't like a political leader of the town, in the sense that he's not the mayor or burgomeister for the town, but he owns everything. He owns the fields that are
I'm sorry,
farmed.
mayor or what? What was the second word you said?
Burgomeister is
You
like
have to, you have to break that down for me because I thought you said burger master. So
well, a burgomeister is like a mayor.
okay.
Yeah.
I thought it was somebody that controlled all the.
You ever
burgers.
saw The Year Without a Santa Claus? The
Yeah,
Burgermeister Meister-
Burgermeister.
Don't get
Meisterburger?
excited, Curtis. Calm down.
I
Calm down.
was.
There's no
Santa Claus
burgers.
is coming to town. I guess
Yeah,
whatever.
there's no burgers. Sorry.
Wow.
All right.
There'll be no toys for the
Does-
children.
He owns the fields that are farmed. He owns
Oh,
the
boy.
quarry that is mined. Like he basically owns all the land around the town. So even though he's not and has no interest in being a political figure, he does carry a lot of weight in the town because the town's economy is supported almost solely by him
Phil's a rich
and the
man.
work that he provides.
Yeah,
Because
go
like
to
inns, taverns, shops, this used to be on a kind of a thoroughfare. This town was, and was supported by travelers coming through. Now, as more roads were built and things like that, the town began to kind of choke out. Phil Marin, who is very old now, when he was young, came in and bought everything up, and then increased the industry. So most of the town is supported by the workers. I'm getting there. I don't want to break my rhythm. Supported by the workers that are employed by him. And that includes farming, mining, and other things as well. Okay, Jesse.
So he sounds like he's a good version of the bad guy from Roadhouse.
Roadhouse. I don't remember. But yeah, I guess
The
he
guy
would
that's
be
like burning out the shops and trying to take everything over. He did it the other way, where he like helped build the town up.
Yes, correct.
Not one of the
So
27.
he's
So-
looked on favorably in
Shows
town.
So you might be aware that his riches he tends to spend on a collection of sorts.
Yes, we have a festival that he sponsors every year to the Five Heroes. Actually, he is a very big fan and has spent a good amount of money, to my understanding. I, of course, haven't talked to him personally about it, but my understanding is that he has spent a good amount of money bringing in artifacts that were owned by the Five Heroes.
And it's our understanding that one of those artifacts happens to be exactly what that army is coming for. That's
Oh,
why we need to reach him.
Maybe keep
Now-
some of the tea in the
Possible.
kettle.
sorry, what's that, Jesse?
I didn't
Is it
get
maybe
too specific.
Some of the tea in the kettle. Yeah, but just so happens we actually represent the Guild of the Five Heroes.
Oh, okay. Well, then I'm sure that will bear some weight with him for sure when requesting an audience. Okay.
We
Let
just
us
show him our
make haste.
business cards.
We were sent. We were sent on this mission. We were given this mission by Callum in Berlin.
I don't know him, but I've heard the name.
It's the Guild Master of the Five.
Yeah, that's right. I did hear that before. Okay. Well, I'll let Phil Marin's guards know that is the case. I'm sure they will be more influenced by that.
Not trying to be impatient or anything, but given the circumstances, what's going on outside the walls,
I understand. I apologize that it's such a long trek there.
Time is what he's saying. Time is.
Yeah. Right.
Yes, we need to hurry.
Well, stopping for
wearing a
burgers and
watch.
fries, I could see that would hold you up a little bit. All
Please-
right.
Still, I caught up to the group.
Graddock's gonna Graddock.
Right.
Braddock is. New
That
Braddock's
should
new
be a
Braddock.
thing. It really should.
Our
So-
first shirt.
Right. Eventually you guys come to what can only be described as a mansion. It is a very large 2-story house. It looks on the older side, but I mean, it's been maintained, but you know, it definitely, the shingles on the roofs and things like that show the wear of time. But there is a large brick wall with spiked, whatever, I forget what those are called. The spikes on top of a wall that prevent people from climbing over them. All the way around the house, and a large metal gate in front that is guarded by 4 guards in heavy armor. These guards seem better outfitted than the town guard, anyways, by looking at them. The guard that is with you, though, goes up to the guards and starts explaining the situation to them. Says that you're from the Guild of Five Heroes and that you're carrying important information for Mr. Phil Marin. And one of the guards says, "Please hold. I will go in and see if he will take an audience at this time." And he hurries inside. After a few minutes, he comes back out and motions.
He must
the
have had a
other guards.
sandwich.
"You may come in." He's only
Thank
gone
you.
a few minutes.
Apparently, that's enough to have a sandwich and a beer.
Yeah, Curtis works outside the normal time.
I would
frame.
like to just say that I did role play the actions of having the sandwich and the fries and the drink, so that I could make sure that I got the timing right. So I'm really diving into the character.
They're just ready-made too. Got that ready-made food. Anyway, okay.
All right. You guys are brought inside by two of the guards goes inside with you guys. One of them on the walk from the gate to the front of the house. And we take our defense of Mr. Filmarin very seriously. Be on your best behavior or there will be problems.
We didn't check
Is Braddock
anybody
with us?
outside. We didn't check anybody outside for loot. Even the Whisperer, we didn't even quickly
He
check.
blew away, and those skeletons, they didn't have
Oh,
anything
Yeah,
on
we're
them.
up dust.
Yeah, come on.
Nature.
We don't have time. They're not going anywhere. Once we win,
We had to get in a door.
Yeah.
That was a secret
Anyways.
door that was open.
Sorry.
Period.
We might be a little rough around the edges, but we'll be on our best behavior.
Yes.
All right.
I forget, Cam. Do we have that scroll that was given to us? Do we have that to show?
Someone does. I didn't have it.
Mindset?
Wait, scroll of identity or identify?
no.
That's
no,
wait a
it's the
minute, that's,
scroll that talked that we somehow we
The
intercepted.
note about why they need the sword.
Yeah.
Oh, from
that you-
Talon.
Nadish.
No.
When you guys killed Nadish, you found
Nadish.
a note
Yeah,
that
who's got
was
that scroll
in
on
a
him?
scroll tube that,
Oh,
that
yeah,
had it.
somebody took that. Disguise, dark sprint, sword of Bragdar, arrow, the ring of essence, Graddock, sword from old man. I don't have it listed, but who the hell knows?
Yeah, one of you guys have it. It's fine.
Yeah,
I-
we got
Okay.
it.
All right.
No one said they were discarding it. So
All right. We're gonna
Hey,
we show
Braddock.
we pull it out.
I have this
unscroll it,
note.
and a teacher.
It's all greasy now.
smells like burgers.
He,
All right.
he used it as
You
a
guys-
napkin.
You guys head through the front doors. In the reception area of this large, nice home is a very beautiful redheaded young girl in a very fancy dress waiting for you. There's two more guards inside.
How you doing?
Not next to her, but posted near where she's at.
Similar armor as the ones outside.
Yes. They're all. It actually, it's almost to the point of being a uniform. They look almost exactly the same.
Do they seem to be aware of what's going on outside the city, or no? They're just the only job is to protect this Filmarin.
They're his personal guard. So
But do they even know what's going on? Can they tell that? they're-
everybody in the town knows what's going
Yeah,
on.
that was- okay.
Word spread quickly.
Yeah.
Everywhere you go, people are running around like crazy.
So that they
trying to-
know. Okay.
Yeah, they would know by this point.
So it's no surprise that shit's going down.
Okay. She says, "Welcome, travelers, to the Filmarin home. I am Carlir, granddaughter of Termin. It is my understanding from what the guards have told me that you have information for my grandfather. He is resting upstairs right now. I will be the judge of if it's worth waking him up for."
Okay. At this point, can we share the scroll with her?
I think
What
we might
was her
want to
name?
wake him up.
Yeah. Do you know that there's skeletons about to invade the city? I don't think this
Yeah.
is the time to sleep.
Yes, of course. I do not mean this in an offensive way. My grandfather is very old and not of the best health. I do not wish to interrupt his slumber if it's not going to be of any benefit.
The whole reason the
Okay.
skeletons are coming to attack is because of a sword that your grandfather is in possession of.
Oh, really? Well, that sounds important. I am aware of his collection. Which sword would you be speaking of?
Can we show her the scroll?
You can, yeah.
Okay. Take a look at this scroll.
What was her name again?
Carlir.
Carlir, yeah.
She will take the scroll from you, Graddock.
Wipe off the grease.
It smells like orc butt. What's wrong with you? You're
Only
muted.
half.
Little ketchup on it. Sorry.
I thought it was blood. I'd prefer ketchup. Okay, she takes the scroll and reads through it. Oh my. I do not know who this Nadish or Karum are, but this is unsettling, isn't it?
Very.
Very well. I do not have access to my grandfather's collection. Give me a short amount of time and I will try to raise him from his nap.
Thank you. Be quick.
And she starts heading up the stairs.
I don't
Do you have
mean to be
food
rude, but
we could have while you wait, while you go look for him.
I'm sure the cook could whip you up something. I don't know. And she hurries up the stairs.
While we're waiting, Cam is going
Yep.
to try to talk with the guards in here and find out what sort of defenses, things about the city, just to help get a little knowledge base to help in planning whatever is about to happen.
And Graddock says, "Cook, where's the cook?"
Like, you don't
They-
need to explain it all to me now, Joe. That's just
Yeah,
something she's
well,
going to try.
it's something I can run through relatively quick, but they will
Okay.
point Braddock towards the kitchen where the cook can get him some food. Like a sandwich or something, some roast on some bread.
How many is it? Just the two guards in here? Are we in? We're
There's
not. We're
three
in like
right
a,
now. One of the guards, there's two from outside. There was two inside.
Okay.
One went with Carlier when she went upstairs. So there's three guards standing here now.
And we don't see any. Are there like collection pieces around here, or
Not-
This is
I
just
mean,
a reception area,
he
like
has
foyer or whatever.
paintings that look expensive.
Okay.
There's everything in the house looks expensive. I'm drawing a blank
course.
on the names that I want to
Sure.
think of, but
Mhm.
if there's vases, they're fancy, they're on
Mhm.
displays, things like
They're
that. But nothing
vases.
that looks like it belonged to the Five Heroes.
Okay.
But the Five Hero collection is probably the most expensive things in the house, so it's easy to assume that he'd probably keep them under lock and key. The guards will tell Cam that the walls and the defenses for the town have mostly been set up against brigands and things of that nature to keep the town from being raided. They don't know exactly what the skeleton's abilities will be, but if they have magic users, they might be able to circumvent their defenses fairly easily, but they're not sure. Yes.
You got to break down that word for me. I don't know what that is.
Which word is
He's
that?
not even there to hear it.
Brigands.
Oh,
Yeah, but I
they
am
meant
as a
circumvent.
player. I don't know what the fuck he's talking about.
Brigands are like thieves.
Okay.
Like what if Robin Hood and his band of merry thieves were actually bad people?
Okay.
Those are brigands.
well, we can pretty much assure you that the army that's coming from the old fort has magic users with it.
Great. We are wholly unprepared for that, definitely.
Does the name Bone Thrower mean anything to you?
No. Like a gambler?
I mean, their banners did appear to have dice on them.
Oh. Doesn't mean anything to me.
Right. Well, that's apparently who's on their way with their forces.
Wonderful. Challenge them to a game of dice. If you're good, maybe you can win, then they'll go away.
I don't think that's how that's going to work.
About this time, she begins coming back down the stairs, helping an older fellow. Now, he's wearing sleep attire, like almost like pajamas, but they're silk with gold trim, very fancy, expensive, and comfortable looking. He almost has the look of an Ebenezer Scrooge about him in look, not in demeanor, but like the sunken face and kind of, struggled movements. But he slowly makes his way down the stairs, blinking a few times, trying to clear some of the sleep from his eyes. Hello, yes. I am told that you are here for something important. May I help you? She says, "Be careful, grandfather. We don't want you to fall down the stairs again."
Well, it's a lovely place you have here, Mr. Famarin.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. It was actually belonged to someone else a long time ago. I purchased it and fixed it up. It's a very nice home. The original owner of the quarry, actually.
Yes, that's very nice.
Sir Philmarin,
Hopefully we'll
I hate
arrive
to
in
sound
2 hours
rude,
and get a tour of it later.
but we may need to dispense with the pleasantries. We're on a time crunch. There's a massive undead army on their way here, and they're after a certain item that we have been told is in your collection.
Oh, then what item would that be?
Are you familiar with an item called the Necrobrain Sword?
No, yes. Yes. Didn't that belong to the hero Roxek?
That's correct.
Yes.
Yes. Yes. That was a recent acquisition for me. I mean, it's been a few months now, but that was a very, very difficult piece to track down. I spent a small fortune just finding it. Almost as if someone was trying to keep it from me. But it is now the prized addition to my collection. Yes.
Sorry to inform you, but we believe that that is why this army is here, is to take that sword.
Oh. What? They'd bring a whole army to get one sword?
An army of skeletons.
Mm-hmm. To get
You
one
did spend a
sword?
lot of money on it. It's probably pretty nice.
It's surprisingly not visually appealing, but my understanding is in Roxek's hands, it was very powerful.
Yes, so if it gets in the wrong hands, which is
So
the main concern of ours,
you're saying that they feared the sword to such a degree that they would send an army just so that it couldn't be used against them? Is that
Well,
what you mean?
we believe
According to
so.
this note, it seems like
Possibly.
they were trying to get in here under other means, and the army is a last resort.
Oh, I see. Well, what
Do you
What should
trust
we do?
everyone in your entourage here?
Oh yes, absolutely. Every soldier that is in this house right now was handpicked by my granddaughter.
Nobody knew, right?
Can I insight check the granddaughter?
Yeah, that's a good. That's a good.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yes.
Not that I have very good insight, but just watching her.
Should have bought
mannerisms-
Rugtug. That eye would have come in real handy.
I've been trying to get that eye from him.
I've got. What's
You
your
told him to
insight?
stay.
Yeah, never mind.
I just want the eye. I don't need him.
He feels differently about that.
I know. All right, here we go. Insight. Come on. 15.
All right. She hasn't done anything since being here, and even the way she's helping her grandfather and seems like that, her actions seem genuine. You know what I mean? The way that she walked down the stairs was feminine, also someone of a higher social class. She held her grandfather like she actually cared about whether or not he fell,
Okay.
but in a feminine sort of way. She didn't just like hike him up by his pants and carry him down the stairs, maybe like someone in disguise would. So her actions seem genuine. Yes.
Sir Philmarin,
Aaron.
our concerns are not only that this army gets their hands on this sword, but if they broach these city walls, we're afraid for the citizens of Rakshesh, let alone you, your lovely granddaughter, your guard.
I
I
am an old man.
propose-
I am an old man and I have lived a good life. I am more concerned with the folks in this town. We've all worked very hard together to build up what we have here. I would not want anything to happen to them. My
That's good to hear.
question for the four of you is, you carry this information and it carries a great weight. what is your suggestions? Do you
My
have
suggestion-
a plan, an idea that maybe could circumvent what is happening?
Well, in order to save the city, my suggestion, we can discuss it, would be to take the sword and flee the city and draw them out away from the town to save the citizens. If your guard could accompany us, if we could get anybody else from the city watch to come with us, wonderful. But we want to protect the innocent people of this fine city.
All right, his granddaughter steps in and says, I would prefer that my grandfather's personal guard stay here at the house with him, not just for his safety, but that sword is not the only artifact that he has here. I do not know if there is any unsavory sorts that would see this as an opportunity to burgle the house, but I'd hate
Fair
to
enough.
see any of those heroic virtues fall into the hands of people who don't deserve them.
Yes,
You might
fair
be able
enough.
to drum up an army outside.
But if we could take the sword
Well,
and flee the
I was
city,
wondering if perhaps Einzig could take a look at the sword, maybe do some sort of inspection
I was
on
going
it
to
and
suggest we take a look at it. Yep.
determine if either Fur or Graddock would be able to wield it and help stop the skeletons from actually doing harm to the city.
Yeah, of
It is
course, ma'am. Yes, I can open the display room right now. Come with me, everyone. And you see the guards kind of looking like at him, like uncertainly, like if he wants to take 4 strangers into like.
I don't
Toy
need to
room?
go. I'll stay
And-
out.
toy room?
Everybody doesn't need to go. Well, I'll go and.
But Vilmarin waves them off. Oh, they're just items. Do not worry. I can tell just from speaking to them that they are fine. This way, all of you. He walks to down a hallway and that kind of branches off to a different hall. It's about as close to the center of the house, looking at it from the outside, that it could be. Where you would have to. None of the walls of this room will face the outside wall of the house. There's a room in between this room and the outside of the house everywhere. The door is barred by thick metal straps and does not appear to have a door handle, lock, or latch of any kind. But he digs into a small pouch in his pocket and produces what looks like a miniature magic wand. It's very small, but has a gem on top of a small stick. When he touches it to the door, a rune appears on the door and the door opens. He motions you into the room. When you walk into the room, it's almost like a museum display. There are 4 statues.
whoa, Mythic Legions. Cool.
Depicting, they're probably closer to test shots. They look kind of gray.
Otho?
Yeah, right. There's a
Two-ups?
statue of each of the 5 heroes that has been constructed in such a way that their like outfits and gear could be put on them almost like mannequins. He walks over to the one resembling that statue that you guys saw in the forest when you met the old monk. And in that statue's hand is a sword. He takes it from the sword from the hand of the statue very gently. It looks like a well-made sword, but there's nothing really exceptional about it that you can see, in the sense that doesn't have precious metals inlaid in it. There's no gems. There's no scroll work in the blade. It's a nice, well-constructed looking sword, but there's nothing that would reveal it to be anything more than mundane. Yeah.
Okay.
Feel free.
All right, I'm going to take it. We have I have the scroll of identify. I'm just going to cast that. That's a little 10-minute.
You could have copied that into your spell book on the way here.
Oh, okay.
That way you don't
All right.
waste the
So I have
spell.
that spell. Okay. Oh, is that even wasting a spell though? If I have to,
If
use
you
that?
cast it off of a scroll, it consumes the scroll.
Gotcha. Okay.
That's why you need to copy.
Oh, that's
it
right.
in.
We talked about that. We copied it.
Yeah, we did.
Okay. But that's not actually going to be like a spell that I would have in here as like a cantrip or anything like that, right?
It is a ritual spell, so it doesn't
Right.
take a spell slot. You just spend 15 minutes casting the spell, and then you
Okay.
can identify the item.
Okay.
Question.
Yes.
Which of us have... I know Cam has the bracers of archery.
Mhm.
Fur has the shield.
I have the sword.
Do any... You have a sword? Or the one
Mm-hmm.
currently?
Nope. I have the sort of Bragor.
That's not related to the 5 heroes, though.
So is it just Fur and Cam that have items from the 5 heroes, or did Graddock
Yes.
have something as well? Okay.
No, it was just those 2 items were actually on their way to Phil Marin
Right.
in that caravan that was ambushed.
Right. Right.
Graddock is coming back from the kitchen with his food, and he notices his friends are gone. So he just sits down in the lobby, and he's waiting for them to return.
Okay.
Just for a point of education, Curtis, that would be called the
cross-legged.
foyer.
Foyer.
I'm sitting in the foyer.
Break it down for him.
All right. He hands the sword to you, Einzek. You can cast the spell.
Mhm.
The
It's coming to me. It's coming to me. It's talking. It's talking to me.
all right. Oh, interesting. Okay. You hold the sword and cast the spell. As the information about the sword comes to you, you are able to will the sword to work. It seems like it's not a like a command word or anything like that. It is an intention, a feeling. You want to do good, so the sword activates itself. The blade from the sword almost goes transparent, like see-through, and then begins to radiate a bright light. The light is like the sun inside, illuminating a 15-foot radius around you. And that makes the blade very radiant, we'll say. So
Okay.
it is almost like an ethereal blade made of pure light.
Okay. So really, the scroll of identify is just to say this is the Necrobane sword. We know that.
It also
Well,
gives the
good.
abilities,
Does.
like
And the
like you can
abilities.
know what a sword does. Which it's a radiant sword. It does an extra D8 radiant damage to undead
Okay.
when you strike them with it, and anything
Okay.
that is affected by sunlight, like vampires and things like that,
Okay.
are affected by the light from the sun. It is actually sunlight.
Okay.
And interesting enough, the weight of the blade disappears when it becomes a blade of pure light. And this won't mean much to this party, but it gains the finesse property. So you can use it as a main hand or offhand weapon, or a light weapon if you're like a rogue or something like that.
Okay. Well, thank you. Yes, that's quite a sword. Probably worth all the money that you paid for it. Quite frankly.
Yes. I mean, I'm a big fan of Rossick. That's why I wanted to add it to my collection. But
Of course.
yeah, money is just money. It won't mean anything if the town burns.
This is true.
So
So you're all right if we take this with us and
yes, of
maybe
course.
use it.
I'm
We'll bring it back.
trusting you. I am trusting you to be good people.
To show
I-
you a
That might
merit
be a
of good
mistake.
faith, Cam pulls down, because she's had them wrapped under cloth. She pulls down the coverings on her wrists, revealing the archer's gauntlets. And she says, We encountered the poor fellow who was transporting these to you, and we're not sure what was in the crate. There was nefarious plans afoot before we found the note. But these were on their way to you, and they've come in very handy. We'll also return them to your possession once we make safe the city.
Well, I think they serve you very well. If you were able to save the city, consider them my gift to you. They will collect dust here. Well, my maids dust them regularly, but you know what I mean. It will not be of much use to anyone on display here. If you are doing good deeds and helping people, you may keep them.
You all see Cam do like a genuine bow and kind of like gesture of honor, like takes his hand and doesn't kiss his hand, but something along, I don't know what she would do, but something along those
curtsy
lines. No, she doesn't curtsy. But does something that shows maybe she just puts her hand to her heart, something to be a genuflection type of a thing of appreciation to him.
All right.
Braddock farts in the foyer.
At that moment, one of the guards bursts into the room and says, "The skeletons have punched their way through the main gate. They're inside the city. They're inside the city." And that is where we will conclude this week's episode of Allegiance Quest.
Nice.
Thank you, everyone, for watching. We appreciate the viewership, definitely. And everyone that, watched live, that watches on replay. If you could do us a favor and hit that like button. We, of course, enjoy comments because that gets this out to more people to see. And we're having such a fun time. We want more people to see it. So thank you again for watching, and we will see you next time on the next episode of Allegiance Quest.
Thank you all. I'm going to get a hamburger and fries now.
Yeah, now, right?
Yeah, I'm starving.